All right, so this is episode 3 on location. It's a little dark. So I'm at Uncle Julio's. About to check it out. I'm gonna let y'all know what I order, and then I'm gonna do my review, and then we'll talk a little bit of sports and fantasy, and we'll get it in. Sorry about the camera. Be a little bit better, but y'all have a good one. All right, y'all. So we're gonna try out Uncle Julio's. It's a little clip of the menu, and we're gonna see what it do. Dynasty Sports Media. All right, so we got the meal. We got the spicy seared tuna fajitas at the restaurant, and we'll check it out and see what it's hitting for. Wrapping up, food was good. I didn't have the best food on the menu, but it was good. I go a little bit more in depth, but place is nice, customer service is good, and we'll talk more about it. What's going on, man? Checking in early Sunday morning. Y'all know what time it is. Fantasy and food. It's going to be episode 3. If you see my preview on Instagram, went on location, so this time went to a new restaurant. So with fantasy and food, some days I will be cooking. Some days I may go and somebody else may cook, and I might just videotape and maybe ask some questions. And other times I'm going to try to go to a brand new restaurant I've never been to and try something new and do a review and talk sports. So yesterday I went to Uncle Julio's. It is a chain restaurant, Mexican, kind of upscale Mexican restaurant in Tennessee. The food I ordered the seared tuna fajita. It was pretty good. It had it was supposed to be spicy seared tuna. It just had a little kick. I think overall, I'll say it was good. I'm not gonna say it was great, but I also feel like I could have ordered something more. I won't say more Mexican, but I could have tried to got something with maybe chicken or beef. You know what I'm saying, instead of tuna. I actually did try the steak fajitas, which was fucking phenomenal. But yeah, so if you're in the area, I was in Brentwood, Tennessee, so it was good. I say good environment. Check it out. Good place to take the family and friends. So overall, my dish, I would say, I would give my dish maybe an 8 out of 10, and I'm not trying to slander anything. I'm just saying. So it was a good dish, and then but the steak fajitas they had was outstanding. It was delicious. So to talk some fantasy stuff real quick, it's gonna be a short show. Just going into upcoming week. In one of my leagues, I'm 5-0. Another my league, I'm 3-2, I believe, or 2-3. So you're going to week 6. This is like a turning point for a lot of people playing fantasy, because if your team is struggling, you don't got a lot of time to turn it around. If your team is up, you can still lose a lead. I've seen people go into this week 5-0 and then just go on a losing streak and end up not even making the playoffs. So it's very vital. You got bye week, so that's why I always say make sure you keep your pick and plug players. Make sure you focus on depth. Make sure you're watching those waiver wires. I'm going to talk about some players to stay away from this week. Like Callaway from the Browns, I definitely felt like with Josh Gordon gone, he would have a great year, but he's had some drops, and as far as I'm hearing, he's kind of losing. Like they're not really favoring him as much in the Browns organization because of his play. So he's one of those players that could have a great game, but I say just stay away from him. Honestly, with Deshaun Watson, I watched the game last week. He took some big hits, and I know he's questionable going in. Without Deshaun Watson, we seen what Texas offense looks like. So, I'm not going to say bench Hopkins, but I would definitely say stay away from a lot of their other players. Titans players, they're just offensively, they just don't look good this year, even though they had a good record. So I would stay away from the Titans player. And to be honest, even though he can have a big game whenever, sorry, I'm stuttering, but Gronk, you know what I'm saying? I would say stay away from Gronk. Gronk's not having a great year. And players to watch, Valdez Scantling from Green Bay. If you're looking for defense, I think the Chargers and the Browns are playing this today. Sorry, it's a lot of stuttering on my part. The Chargers and the Browns playing today, and you can expect some turnovers. So, it might be a high scoring game, but I definitely expect some turnovers. Patriots and Chiefs. Like, I know I said I was down on Gronk, but it's gonna be a lot of offense in that game. So you got some Patriots, Chiefs players. Go ahead, plug them in. Jameis Winston is one player that I have on my watch list because I think he might have a good comeback game. Breakout for the week. People, these are two big name players that haven't been having a great year, and some may have thought they'd have a great year. Like, I think Jimmy Graham, I have him on my breakout player of the week list. And LaShawn McCoy, he hasn't really had the best season so far. So those are two players I got on my breakout list. And then Tevin Coleman, I think I think he may break out. So just like I said, small, short video this week. I thank everybody that's been tuning in. Like I said, going on location. If you have any restaurants that you think I should try out, any questions, just DM me, message me, Instagram, Dynasty Sports Media. Thanks for tuning in.